as we're going through here. And we read the Avengers Operation Galactic Storm this week. This is a crossover, and I've read a lot of the crossovers on the channel from the 90s so far that have been released. We did Maximum Carnage.
Clearly,
Spider-Man
I think that's
crossover,
contributing to it as well, the confusion. Because a little more spacey than I might.
Oh, brain fog.
I don't think I got the brain fog, but then again, that's someone who has the brain fog would say.
Oh,
Although
yeah, that's exactly what's... No, I don't have that.
Yeah.
No.
I've talked to some people with the brain fog, and they're really discombobulated. Like, they're really fucked up. It's interacting with them.
Are you talking about me? Yeah.
Yeah. Might be true.
Yeah.
Not saying no to that one.
I was gonna say, do I have a case? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you contracted it at work. Maybe we can talk to your family friend there.
No, I don't think I did. I think I contracted it from my fucking kids in their dirty ass school.
Just like I did. Exactly.
Yeah.
Patient zero walked on in.
Liability free.
Yeah. just like dropping a bomb on someone.
Patient zero,
no victims.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Somebody's fucking dirty ass parents dropped off their alternatively dirty kid.
Yeah.
Went back home to do meth.
Just like I did.
Infected you. You dropped him off. You dropped off the COVID bomb back to school.
Well, he's tested negative, and that's good enough for me. Yeah,
it's good to me.
Yeah, he's fine. He's jumping around the house. Get the fuck out of here, kid.
Yeah, man. As soon as you start that jumping or that run from end to end move, you're out of here.
Yeah.
You're back to you're back in your teacher's hands.
Yep. Anyway.
Go learn about prisms, pyramids, or some shit.
Yeah, do some worksheets. Get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, do some fucking geometry.
Mm-hmm. So hi everybody. Extinction Agenda. It's time to get back to our roots. We got to get back to what's important. We talk about Sandman. Why? Who fucking knows? What's important? Yeah. We got to talk about Operation Galactic Storm. We're crossing the halfway point now. Things are starting to come together.
Storm. That's right. Starting Operation Galactic Storm Part 9. Avengers West Coast, number 81. No one owns this.
No, I wish I did. You know what's funny is I think it's like Avengers West Coast Volume 2, number 81, but I might be wrong about that. I feel like there was a mini-series. So, who knows?
Imagine being that guy at the comic store. Like, and then I'm just gonna, you got my file ready? Avengers West Coast better be in there.
It's funny. It is Volume 2. This is from April of 1992. What's funny is this was in the pull list for my stepbrother, whose comics I used to like constantly read. He had these. He had a run. I don't know why.
You have to be one of those guys that has like the like the pull list that's like 12 inches high though.
He was that kind of fella for a brief period. Much to my benefit. He brought in a lot of comics, which anyway, off topic, but he still has these fucking comics. I know he still has these fucking comics. He never reads them. He's never read them. I want to be clear about that. He just bought them. And now they sit there, and he has the audacity to not give them to me. I don't give a shit that they're worth money. Like, if he wanted some money, I'd give him some money for them. But he was
How old is he?
He's older than I am. I can't place his fucking age. I don't know. 47, 48, something like that.
Yeah, tell him to quit being a
baby
and fight for
it. Yeah. Goddamn babies. Goddamn. So anyway, Avengers West Coast 81. This thing, I like this comic. I love Dave Ross's art. I like what Roy and Dan Thomas are up to in this. Maybe it's because I'm high and drunk and I didn't expect to be talking about this tonight, but I was pleased as shit.
Yeah. Well, you know what? When you're high and drunk and you get real balls deep into a good fucking U.S. agent story, you're gonna be pleased.
I like that. Yeah, and it pretty much is a U.S. agent story, isn't it? And he's such a fucking prick.
Oh
But
man, he's a liability.
like Cap wanted to take him into outer space, like, and that's like the worst idea. You know, like he gave up Hawkeye for this motherfucker. Like,
he's
that's
a madman.
dumb.
I don't know. Maybe he operates better under Cap or something, but like, he's a loose cannon.
Yeah. Yeah, he's on Earth is a good place for him, and I like how he's always butting heads with all the women around him. Like he's a real proper chauvinist.
Yeah. He'll fight a woman.
Yeah.
Just swing the first punch, you know?
Yeah.
He's got something for you. He would have been mauled by She-Hulk, too.
Oh, yeah. I really like well, first of all, She-Hulk's costume is not a costume, it's a bathing suit. And
it is.
It's right up the ass. I guess Mockingbird, same deal, but actually even worse with her, because it's like just this strip that covers her mound and then like flosses her ass and then turns into like this sleeve thing up top. It's a real interesting combo.
Yeah, it's a nice costume.
Yeah, everybody's dressed.
Wait, what about the Wasp?
Oh yeah, well
Wasp's
like she's like
deep V goes down to her belly button and her tits are just out.
Yeah. And all the men, well, except for that Gilgamesh. Like, what the fuck is Gilgamesh?
Gilgamesh is having like Gilgamesh is fully having a cup of water back there, just watching this go down.
Just sitting.
Gilgamesh has great manners. Gilgamesh also very problematic when bad guys enter the scene. You usually beat up the majority of the Avengers, but when Gilgamesh hits the scene, oh fuck, you're in shit. You're in bad trouble.
Yeah, because She-Hulk got the shit kicked out of her by fucking Warstar is the MVP of the shit. Like, even though he gets his ass handed to him all the time.
Oh man, the guy's
all comers,
just constantly.
All comers.
Yeah, and not to mention he's been in micro jail. I'm sure he's not treated well here. These guys are unsanctioned jailers. This guy hasn't eaten in weeks since Cap beat his ass out at the diner. He's in jail. He gets out. He's ready to go toe to toe with anybody.
Yeah. Goes on out. And I love like the little guy that's on his back. I know we're skipping ahead, but my favorite fucking part is he starts electrocuting She-Hulk, and I just love this. Were it not for my power to virtually electrocute any living creature I touch, like that's his power. He like no matter who it is, like even if it's She-Hulk, like he
just electrocutes her in the face. Like that sucks.
Yeah, but he's
essentially tasing her.
Yeah,
he was really unprepared. He rolled 20.
He really did. But that seems to be his, like, I think he always rolls at 20 because he almost did it to Cap. He did it to Iron Man.
Cap has auto dodge though.
Yeah, he's like a juicer. Kind of literally.
You're not gonna hit him with that kind of shit.
He will twist in midair so he doesn't get grounded or So anyway, I like the Mockingbird U.S. agent interaction where he's just like, he's basically like, yeah,
it's the worst.
Fucking great.
Baby, you're looking good. Were you the only one that voted for me? Yeah, that was my vote. I like to have something to look at around here.
And it's like that pause in her face, and then she just like, flip.
And I like that he's like not even, he doesn't even particularly seem interested in her in any way, other than like just like a fucking she's alone in the hall, and you just gonna shoot his shot regardless.
Yeah, just wants to talk. Well, I don't even know if he's really conscious of what he's saying. Like he's just like, he's kind of like Captain America. Like the one thing about U.S. Agent that I know some people are tempted to play him like an ultra sort of Trumpian. That's anachronistic to say, but like an ultra conservative, like racist shithead. But he's more
he's like the anti-Cap or whatever. Yeah.
Well, he's kind of like what Cap would actually be like, right? Coming out of World War II, like
really, the idea, if, the hokum Captain America really is is like sort of just like almost like a Superman type, like just like a pure idealistic. It's ludicrous. But yeah, if you're thinking about a guy that was in the shit, and got back from fucking the war, this really, you're right, is more what you would get.
Yeah, so he's not exactly rude. Okay, he's rude, of course, but he's not trying to be rude. He's just rude and aggressive and bellicose and like a real shit disturber. And yeah, it's nice to see him. Like, I like that he gets flipped and she sort of tells him off, but the comic doesn't spend a lot of time there. And also, like, as he's being told off for being like sexist, like, we're getting a real nice ass shot and seeing that she's doing all this in high heels. There's a lot of mixed messaging going on here.
Yeah, because she like crouches down and she's like, well, what'd she say? Catatonia got your tongue? And she's like down on her tiptoes, giving him a bit of a spready.
Yeah.
So it's like, are they, you know what I mean? Like, if the bad guys didn't come in, he might have been well on his way to some kind of a like fight sex. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I could see that happening for sure. Yeah, because
there's a different direction you could take this book right here if you.
Yeah, well, I think what we're seeing actually here is Mockingbird's courtship ritual with Hawkeye.
That's what I was picking up.
I
think she just wanted to let him know, you're a bit of a piece of shit. Your shit talk's not flying with me, but I'm turned on. That's what
this is what I'm into. This is like.
I'm gonna let you know I'm physically superior to you, but I'm still gonna take your advances.
Yeah. I
mean, and that's fine.
Yeah, no, that's a perfectly legitimate relationship, and all the but it makes sense with Hawkeye though, because like Hawkeye's a prick too. Gets thrown around a lot. Anyway, and then they get ambushed. Actually, is there anything before all this? There's nope, there isn't.
No, not really, no.
So they get ambushed by.
That's actually like a critical scene though, because that's probably that little bit is probably like my favorite part of the. No, I shouldn't say that, but it's one of my favorite parts of the 3 issues we're doing right now.
Yeah, I think so. It's a nice little moment. Roy and Dann Thomas. I don't know. I gotta say, like, I don't much care for the old Avengers comics. Like, I sampled some Roy Thomas Avengers run, and it's a little stilted. It's a little shitty. But I wonder if it's just the art that kind of does it. And I think he handles himself a little bit better in the '90s, which is a strange thing to think. But or maybe he just became a better writer. Yeah. This is still hackery supreme. Don't get me wrong. But,
this is a tire fire, yeah. But
yeah. So Nightside sort of
ambushed.
shows up. Yeah, just
ambushed
like that.
And they headbutt each other.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because they're like, we know where she'll be. And men are from Mars, women for Venus. In that instance, they're just fucking. And so she moves out of the way and she zaps them with their concussion gun, and they're fucking done.
And like, how like you had these guys imprisoned, right? Sorry, I'm gonna get to that, right?
Yeah.
So like, how did they get their armaments? You didn't store their armaments somewhere else? You mean the vault that Iron Man or Hank Pym made? That there's no fucking possible way these guys could get them out? No.
Yeah.
You left them with their armaments? I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't know how. I think it's explained a little later, but I'm not sure how Nightside got in the first place. Because they're in like an underground bunker, and she just fucking waltzes right in. I think maybe it's explained later when the shapeshifter.
Did she just like land her ship in the bush and just walk in?
I think so.
That's what I'm taking. Yeah.
Yeah, because it makes no sense otherwise. You just kind of run with it because everything's crazy.
Well, yeah, it's happening really quickly. So actually, until we started talking about it, I hadn't processed that. But yeah.
Yeah. I do think there's an explanation. There has to be. I mean, Roy and Dan aren't fucking stupid.
They're not gonna leave a plot hole like that. Jeez.
They'll plaster over it soon. They'll put some spackle on that boy. So they bring in what's this? The other tiny Scintilla.
Well, that's a terrible name.
She brings an anti-shrinking gun or something, some kind of thing. Makes everybody back to normal. Nightside and Scintilla. Blast it. Oh, yeah. Constantly overlooked.
That's fucking ludicrous, but anyway.
Yeah.
It's good. And then She-Hulk comes in her bathing suit.
Yeah. High kicks, Shawn Michaels style.
Yeah, gives him the sweet chin music after getting speared. And then is getting squeezed. And I think, if I'm not mistaken by that, he's got one of his little
Thumbs?
3-finger tendrils right on her titties.
It does look like that, doesn't it? That's fun. She's like, yow, that did hurt.
Yeah, that's a bit iffy.
Yeah.
And then just whips her into the wall, which no effect. And then she gets tased.
Yeah. But then she's still standing. Oh, no, she's down.
No, she's out. She's out.
Yeah,
And Falcon comes in and gives like a fucking no-nonsense elbow smash, I guess.
Yeah, with a little speech. Hit him low, hit him hard.
The Wasp and the tiny Skintilla.
Yeah. I like not against Skintilla, fool. It is embarrassing how like Wasp is a founding member of the Avengers. She's like her only power is that she can shrink and grow big. She's the she gets beat by like alien shrinker.
Also, yeah, why if you're not effective small, why be small against another small? Why don't you just go normal size and slap Skintilla out of the air?
Or even a halfway mark. There's got to be a happy medium whereby you come out the victor.
Gets fucking tombstoned, I guess, by Skintilla.
Oh, I love this. Yeah. Far more pitiful wings. And by the way, I'm also very good about landing on top.
Just fucking pile drives her. No problem there. And then is that Rick again?
No, that's Hank Pym. Evil genius Hank Pym. Completely flummoxed. Can't somebody turn the lights on in here? Like, is this the same fucking guy? Like, he gotta be.
Yeah, and the little the Midnighter girl.
Yeah.
Who's a beautiful Raven-esque type woman with blue skin, just like donkey flogs him on the back of the head, and he's down and out.
Yeah, like
just
Captain
hits him in
Kirk
the brain.
style.
She hits him in the brain stem with the fucking closed fist.
Luckily, unfortunately for you, Shiar, Gilgamesh was once blinded in antiquity. Good for fucking Gilgamesh, the only effective.
Yeah. So then Gilgamesh proceeds to basically disassemble all of these bad guys.
But Doc. And then, then
first
Shiar
Dr.
gets into it.
Minerva kind of gets the old fake Dr. Minerva gets her tendrils in there, you know.
Yeah. In a nearby chamber.
Meanwhile, come on, Captain Atlas. So she kidnaps Captain Atlas, who's, I don't know, he's just dumb as fuck.
Yeah, he's useless. Anyone who has that
Spider Woman knocked Nightside's fucking face off.
Oh, yeah, that was nice.
And said nighty night Nightside.
Yeah.
Which I really liked.
Yeah, actually, I did. This is one of the things I like to. There ought to be a hit song in there somewhere. Anyway, so they get the they're getting the upper hand now.
Psywebs always are just the worst. That's difficult to defend against. That's very odd. You get the Psyweb on you, you turn around, and then bang, you get cranked by somebody that's got like spider strength, like Spider-Man strength. That's brutal.
Yeah. Her hands are gigantic.
Yeah, then that looks like that's a knockout. That's like I think that's a tooth.
Oh yeah, he knocked it right out of her mouth.
Yeah, that's a tooth. You're done. You're going for dental work.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I see the tooth.
Yeah. You're not getting up.
Oh yeah. And then
and then She-Hulk with a bit of a comeback.
Yeah, fuck that little electrocuting shithead. Yeah, I hope this is the last we see of Warstar. Like, honestly, this has got to be the end, right?
Yeah, Warstar's got to be. Well, then Gilgamesh has mutilated that big guy. He's just standing there.
Yeah. I want to see more Gilgamesh.
Yeah, me too. What's Gilgamesh up to? Is Gilgamesh is this another one of their, is this a Greek mythological figure?
Yeah. Well, it's fuck. What is it? Sumerian or some shit like that. But yeah. It's it's just another. It's like a Thor or Hercules. Only he's like a hero, so he's more like a Hercules, I guess. Anyway,
it doesn't make any sense, and
Yeah.
I don't know what he came from. Anyway,
I kind of want to read the origin story of how like Gilgamesh ended up part of the Avengers, but I definitely don't want to.
how does Gilgamesh end up out of whatever fucking fantasy timeline he's from and joins the Avengers? Like, was Gilgamesh having a fucking tea somewhere, and he was like, I think I'll stop a purse snatcher. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, he's still he's still in this time. Like, it's irresponsible to leave him here. And like, what is like? Anyway, yeah, a lot more questions asked than answered. That's for sure.
Yeah, and like, what kind of like feats of strength is he capable of? I have. Gilgamesh. I don't know.
Yeah, he's the real MVP here. And so then we get a suspense thing where Mockingbird's like, "Oh, you," and so then, Captain Atlas and Dr. Minerva, or fake Dr. Minerva, are flying off. U.S. agent, fucking crazy, jumps on the wing.
Yeah, what a unit. He makes his move.
Yeah. On the way to outer space. This is so pointless. This is such a time-wasting, at least I guess it's a character moment. Kinda.
Yeah, the Star-Spangled Screwballs hitched a ride. Now we're established that the guy's like he's unhinged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think we kind of knew that, and so then she sets up some webs as he's falling, and it's drawn really well. I want to Ross, like I like this art a lot more than I thought I would. Like, my memory of this art wasn't good, but I don't know. I'm not seeing a lot to complain about here.
I like Gilgamesh cuts in here.
Oh yeah, he just comes on. Yeah,
he may break his neck.
What? Yeah. And then he's silent for the rest. And then looks like they flew off to outer space.
Shield catches him and he says, if I would have splattered, I'd have been fine anyway.
Yeah.
It's off me.
So then in space, it's revealed that Dr. Minerva is, in fact, that shape-shifting guy, changeling or whatever. And they steal the negabands from him with one deft move. Wink!
Yeah, they're like, hello, I'm like a purple creeper, and I'm comfortable pretending to be a woman that he morphed into. Yeah. And then he yoinks the bands, and that's it.
I think it's explained here how Nightside got in or something like that. Believing that you would... no.
You're asking for a lot there. Outside of Dr. Minerva. Cease to live, Taryn.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I was trying to solve that problem, but yeah, sorry.
Dr. Minerva, yeah.
And, okay. So I'm going to stop trying to solve this problem. So anyway, they do a little flashback. Actually, what happened is I got cold cocked.
I don't see how she'd remember that. She got slapjacked.
Yeah. I guess she's smart or something. Hell of a costume. The Captain Marvel costume. Yeah. Pointless. Why are her eyes covered like a mask or whatever? Like,
I don't know.
Yeah. And so she uses her cosmic awareness to find, and once again, like, Quasar, we need you to find some guy in space.
They call him up on the old cell phone, yeah.
Yeah. Quasar, you coming in? You read me.
And Quasar, what's Quasar up to? He's a canoodling.
Yeah, with the female version of Adam Warlock.
He found Space Lady Adam Warlock?
Yeah. Well, she kind of found him. I guess we'd need to read some more Quasar to figure this out. But,
why is Adam Warlock a woman? And why does he have so much side boob?
It isn't Adam Warlock. It's like he was called him and she's called her.
Well, that's good for Quasar.
Yeah.
Because
it's an authentic woman. Yeah.
It's confusing.
You don't want one of those crying game situations in the dead of space. That's
well, I don't know Quasar. Quasar's choices are his own. He's an interesting take we're gonna get on him in a second.
Yeah. Actually, pretty soon because he gets the bad guys fly away at warp, and Quasar's
I like that
ambushed.
Dr. Minerva also sexualized even when she's like searching space with her mind, she's like kneeling down in a provocative pose on the couch.
Oh yeah, everyone's
while
like
they all ogle her.
Yeah.
Use your mind to go into space.
You know who also has a really low cut outfit is Falcon. It's practically down to his waist. Like it is down to his waist. That's amazing.
And he's got like it's a lot of manhood in there too.
Yeah, worst costume ever. Like what is that? What is like why the facial buttress but no collar? You know, like that's
No, it's like a bondage mask.
Yeah,
and then it's like sort of a 70s, like almost like a Dolomite sort of spandex outfit, but it's sort of like native markings on it, like Native American almost.
Yeah, a lot of mixed messages.
A lot to take in.
Yeah, he's fucking like I mean, you know, good for him for being on the Avengers. Good for him for being like a capital G guy in that space.
And also
wearing that out.
One of the only effective people in the last fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Coming out, capital G guy, beating the shit out of someone, giving everybody like the Captain America rousing treatment. Like, you know, this is Cap's sidekick. He's not to be fucked with.
No, calling the U.S. agent out for being a donkey.
Yeah. All right. Let's kick on over to Quasar. Number 33, also April, what is this, 1992, 1993? 1992. Unfortunately, shitty art. We got...
the art was pretty rough on this one.
Yeah, it's great. Greg Capullo's not going to come back for the rest of the crossover, I'm sorry to say. Which is, I don't know, it's kind of fitting because like his art was such a cut above that it stood out. You know, it wasn't that classic feel. This is a little more classic and kind of... Even though it sucks, it fits in better. Maybe
it kind of did, yeah. Like I didn't miss a beat, really. It just didn't. Yeah. Also, like, why is everybody's body and capes made out of space? Like, is this like how I'm supposed to interpret the cosmic characters this way? I guess.
I like that as a concept. I don't like it for this guy. Like, what is this fucking guy's name? He's one of the Shi'ar Imperial Guards. He's just like
Space Colossus.
Yeah. Like I don't really need that. Did we say who the guest penciler is? Sorry, Rurik Tyler, and we got Fred Fredericks, guest inker. He was actually, I recognize him. He did inking on Punisher Warzone, I think, and then Janice Chiang. She's lettering Punisher at this time. Not that has anything to do with anything. We got Marc Gruenwald.
No, it does have a lot to do with a couple things because her lettering was vastly superior to whoever lettered Wonder Man, because I couldn't fucking read Wonder Man.
Oh, yeah, okay. So we'll take a look at that when we get there. We'll find out.
Let's have a good look at this. But I'm saying Janice is a superior letterer right now.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, so she's a pro at this time. She's all over the place. And that's like lettering such a because this is before computer lettering, so this is all handwritten.
That's mangled to even imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very specific skill, and computer lettering starting to come in at this point with the image revolution. Richard Starkings and Comicscraft are going to pretty much control the market eventually, or not control the market, but just have the largest market share, it seems to me. Anyway, they're fighting people in space. Not very remarkable.
No, not great. They did the old, my guy's beating me up, your guy's beating you up, let's switcheroo. Great.
Yeah. And I like Quasar's kind of a sick fuck. so he's losing to this guy, or he can't beat him easy. So he goes through the quantum zone and he takes him a light year away from where they were. And he's like, I'll see you later, you know, assuming you can make near light speed. See you in a little over a year.
Like not taking into account that the guy's not near any Class M planets, that he may need food, just sort of like dumps this guy. But like for me, Quasar is a real like he's a cosmic asset. This guy's a pain in the ass for like if I have an intergalactic planet or space team and I'm fighting other people and like the Terrans have Quasar, that's just a huge issue. This guy's the worst. He's a menace.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, he's on the periphery of this entire conflict. Like, he's always someone that gets called to try to chase after someone in space, and he's never successful in catching people. But they keep calling him.
But they keep calling him because he always mangles the other forces team. He's destroyed flagships.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. Yeah.
He's taken out like key members of teams. They're terrified of him.
Yeah. And if they're not, they should be, because like he's put one of them in a bubble, like this flaming demon creature would just I really like how it's just flailing around, pissed off. Like that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's just trying to spew lava everywhere, and he's just like, he's so nonchalant. He is not in any danger of being bested, psychically attacked, beaten at any point in time, really.
Yeah, real calm. And I mean, with hair like that, I would be too, honestly, particularly at this age. You know, he's picking up chicks left and right. Space chicks just fucking show up for him.
Yeah. Like, do we know Lady Warlock's name?
I think it's just her. I think she's like literally just her.
Yeah, she's really interested in Quasar, and who wouldn't?
Yeah.
be?
Yeah. Well, exactly. He lives a charmed life. Probably went to prep school. Prick.
Yeah.
I like
that he's effeminate too. You know, he does what he pleases.
Yeah. Well, he's a man of leisure. In space, you know, like he strikes me as like a surfer. He strikes me as a surfer is really what I get off of him. Like he's living his best life out there, and he just happens to be the person with the nega bands, you know, and he's not above getting into a fist fight either.
No, he loves it. So yeah, I guess he's supposed to rescue Captain Pervert.
I think so. Yeah, that's the plan. And he talks to his like mutant baby master Yoda type figure, who's not very helpful for him.
No, usually not. He doesn't really like involve. Funny that the mutant baby. I feel like the mutant baby could play a bigger role here. Could be like lambasting him about womanizing in space. Could be, you know, interfering with his tasks. I would take the mutant baby to the next level.
Ask some funny questions. You know, like I don't know. I see your nervous system is highly aroused near that woman. You know, I don't know, something like that. You could
really invade his privacy.
Yeah. And he, shut up. You know, like he would covering up his wrist. She's gonna hear you.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, well. Hey,
if you're listening, Marvel, we're ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready for the Garth and his Quasar reboot.
So anyway, he shows up. He drills his way into a fucking space station, and oh man, what's Warpath? He's back.
Son of a bitch.
Or Warstar, sorry.
How did he even get up there? It's the whole team.
Yeah, everyone, all of our favorites. And I like that. I like that he's basically like, you don't want me to. You guys aren't trying to intimidate me, are you? And yeah, it's basically like, I'm gonna destroy this entire ship, and you're gonna be fucked if you fight me. So let's negotiate. And he just like grabs the dude. Doesn't even fight. Doesn't even have to. He's just like,
no, they're not. They don't want it. They don't want the smoke.
Yeah.
They're like, no, that's Quasar. Don't.
Yeah, he just wants something. Give it to him.
This guy's floating around all day long with that hair. You don't want to do this.
Now I'm taking Antless and leaving. That is, unless you folks want to have that fight we mentioned.
Yeah. So like he literally he scouts them out for the other whatever bands.
Yeah.
Which he would have just taken from them if they were there.
Yeah.
And since they're not there, he basically negotiates taking his prisoner with them, which they don't even attempt to stop him.
Yeah.
Yeah, then he leaves. They all come out, and then he does quantum travel, which.
I think then he fucks up their ship. It's like he punctures their tire on the way out. That's some cold shit. This guy is not above stranding you in the dead of space. That is not something like, how do you fix a fucking star drive? in the deadest space.
And don't be fooled, he's not coming back. He's got
No.
ladies. In space.
Yeah. No, like this is what you earned by fucking with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I don't like. There's a menace that ought to be like if it had slightly darker art and if he had like bags under his eyes, this would be completely different.
Yeah, and he like he's leaving people, like people are dying in space because every time Quasar puts his hands on something, you got a problem.
Death follows with him. Right?
He's
so
an
anyway,
animal.
he notices that they're racing after him, and so he's like,
quantum jump. He's out of there. He doesn't even like. He's not even certain. He could probably beat them all in a fight in space and leave them all to die, but he's busy.
Yeah, he's got to go. Meanwhile, back on Earth, his girlfriend, I guess, some lady.
That's Quasar's girlfriend?
I think so. I think like
Quasar has so many girlfriends.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm talking about. So she's having weird dreams. She's floating in midair. She's doing a Dana Barrett.
Yeah.
And outside the window, that's so weird. Like that Spider-Man Nightcrawler fucker, and like his thought balloons are all like triangles and stuff. It's
He's just thinking about. Well, I guess he watched her fly around her bedroom, like The Exorcist.
Yeah. Like, and that's just kind of left to hang in a Marc Gruenwald fashion. Which totally fine.
Yeah, I'm into it. I like what happened there.
And then we're at the Throne World, Chandalar. I didn't know that was the name of the Throne World of the Shi'ar Empire. Now I know.
Where Captain Marvel's doing the, high-level negotiations. Yeah.
And we're getting a lot of info dump for those tuning in. Why are the Avengers giving a shit about all this? And Thor's action is really awesome.
It's true, yeah, because I like that he contradicts himself immediately because he first has a thought bubble that he's not going to intervene, and good thing that Captain Marvel's handling the talking part, because obviously he would lose his patience, right? And then he immediately loses his patience.
Like, he's just on the razor's edge.
Yeah, he couldn't do it. He's like, good thing she's doing this. I'd get pissed off, and then he just gets pissed off, negating all of her efforts. Which great. That's great. That's fun.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing about this too is the this is when it's like explained that because they're dumping they're like trading or whatever, they're like sending munitions back and forth through portals that are destabilizing our sun, basically. Right?
Yes. Yeah. Which that was established before, but like I guess I didn't think about how much munitions are probably going back and forth. I don't think they depicted that extremely well because they just showed like a few stargates with a couple ships coming through, but yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You must cease and desist. So, and Quasar shows up again, and he's looking for the Negaband in all these. I guess it's the Shi'ar ships. And there's an explosion, and the fucking binary shows up. Now this is, I think this is supposed to be Carol Danvers. If I remember correctly, like she became binary, so she's actually the original Captain Marvel, but you wouldn't know that reading this. I might be wrong, but once again, Quasar doesn't give a fuck though.
No problem for Quasar. Generally, he makes a sort of a stupid funnel using his powers. And takes her energy blast and just like basically shoots it down past his crotch while making like sort of a knowing glance, and then just locks her in a bubble. Same thing he's done with the Kree guy here, who he just spins around in tow with him, and that also is no effort for him at all.
No, no distraction.
Doesn't impede him in a fight. Yeah.
And so he talks a lot while this is all going on.
And this is the first time my guy gets duped.
Oh yeah, yeah. Finally gets punched in the face. It's not quite sure how. I don't understand how that happened. I guess it really just basically it's a plot contrivance. It just kind of needs to happen. I think he's like a space karate guy.
Well, yeah. See, that doesn't track because these guys are like, there's people on the team that fight and sort of people on the team that fly, and this guy's not really one of the people that flies, so I don't.
Yeah, well, okay, so the Shi'ar Imperial Guard, as you may recall, are based off of the Legion of Superheroes, and there's the Karate Kid in the Legion of Superheroes, and so I think this guy's the analog to that dude.
Yeah, I guess maybe he's just so slick that no matter where he is, he can throw like ninja kicks.
Yeah, in this case, he'll like secretly punch you, like he'll come out of nowhere and even punch Quasar. It's the stupidest character to have taken him out, but also maybe kind of cool. I don't know. Space Ninja took him out.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's a soft explanation for it that I'm happy with. Because no one's taken out Quasar, we all know that. He just kind of got distracted by it, basically.
He's still thinking coherently as they're batting him around with energy blasts.
Yeah, he's adjusting, and then they're gonna catch these hands, right? But then basically once he makes his adjustment, they're gone.
Yeah, I think it's telling his thought balloons as he's getting kicked like by the karate guy again, like under the chin. It's like, oof. Being buffeted about so hard, I haven't figured out what kind of defense to whip up yet. Like, it's not like he's worried. Like, I hope I'll be able to whip up a defense. It's
not like he's like, oh my god, I'm gonna die in space. These guys are so powerful. No, it's just like he just needs a second to make an adjustment so that he can dismantle their whole team. And they fucking shook themselves loose before that happened.
Yeah. So they free binary. Glom, who I guess is the oh shit, what's that? There's a Legion of Superheroes character whose power was to be able to eat anything. Matter Eater Lad. So I think Glom is supposed to be Matter Eater Lad. And so here we're finally revealed like what the fuck the negabands are for. Why do they want them? And, the Kree negabands open and created a sphere of antimatter of sufficient power to propagate the death light throughout the system. Excellent! It's basically they're going to use it to create a super atom bomb.
Right, so it's a space nuke.
yeah, space nuke. And so, And finally we get a sense of, and it's weird. It's like, it's not, It could easily it's information that is easily buried in a very busy comic. Like this should be more of a surprise somehow or something. But whatever. It's revealed finally. Oh, this karate guy's still fucking going.
Oh yeah, he's good. And for a comic that otherwise has like pretty toilet bowl art, great karate kicks rendered here.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Really like those.
Yeah, he must really like to draw it. Was quite happy to have an opportunity to just have some good old fashioned fisticuffs. So unimaginatively, Quasar just chooses a suit of armor, and then he snaps. He shows up and everybody's gone, and he kind of looks shocked.
Then he's like, shit, they use the same trick on me, only I can quantum jump, so I'll have an adjustment here in a minute, which we see.
Yeah. And they pull Captain Atlas over, and he's visited by a mysterious character. But I know that face. That's Shatterax. That's the side profile of Shatterax. I'd know it anywhere.
Oh no, not him again.
Yeah. So we get over to Wonder Man. Issue 88. Unless there was any more Quasar.
No,
I'm all right. I just want to praise Quasar.
Yeah.
Wonder Man number 8, another April 1992, Operation Galactic Storm Part 11. So we got noted child pornographer or kitty porn hustler Gerard Jones.
Is that a thing?
Oh yeah, we talked about that last time. He got arrested in 2008 or something like that. spent some time in prison, but he ended up getting out early due to COVID. Anyway, yeah. Penciled by
Gross.
Jeff Johnson, and Stephen B. Jones. So okay, well, you early on you said you didn't like this one, so like I can see why you might not, but hit me with it.
Well, it sucked. I don't know. I like the art. Actually, is kind of interesting because it almost feels a little bit like image art.
Yeah.
A little almost like Liefeldy there, a little.
Yeah, he's getting he's close to the image style. Like I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Jeff Johnson ended up doing image work, and I just thought immediately placing it in my mind, or maybe I said it the last time we recorded about Wonder Man, and I've completely forgot. But yeah, it's up there in that style.
It reminds me of an issue of Wildcats or something. But yeah, I just didn't think there was a lot of meat on this. I didn't like. I don't know. Wonder Man gets all weird, and then him and Vision break away, basically for like a solo bro mission.
Yeah. Okay. So they see the bomb. The bomb is this huge complex, and the Starjammers they're refusing to tow it. The Avengers are strangely like just passive throughout this entire thing, except for Wonder Man, who runs off with Vision. And yeah, you're right. Like, this is a good Wonder Man comic, in the sense that you get to hear about his feelings while he's doing stuff, and talking about how he feels about Wanda and Vision and stuff like that. And that's kind of interesting. But it's not interesting in the context necessarily of
what's happening.
Yeah, it's kind of a selfish comic in the sense that it's using the environment in the scenario, but only to the extent that it has to, and otherwise it's just trying to keep trucking with its Wonder Man narrative, and finds a way to do it. Make these two characters isolated from the others in a really pointless fashion. I don't know why Thor couldn't have also flown up, and they're like, "Oh, you can't do it." Do nothing to stop them.
No, it doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah. Now it is fucked up though that on like a nerd level that Wonder Man and like Vision's brain patterns are basically like there's something like he says something. How does he put it? Shit. It was like it was so weird to have discovered that like Wanda wasn't in love with me, but she was in love with you, like a robotic version of me. That is weird. As just like a basic premise, I don't know what to say about that other than like that's just like that much, like from a human perspective, that's very weird.
Yeah, and he's like he verbally abuses Vision like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He just like he basically calls him like a false human, and like you said, like a robo version of you or of me, and then he says I can't remember, he said something else, I can't find it in all this bad penmanship. But yeah, right. Basically he's saying that he's like a shell personality, or he's just like a hollow robo version. It's just basically constant abuse. Like, and it's strange because this rendition of Vision doesn't really have like any balls.
No, and he doesn't make any sense at in what we've seen. Like he's very passive. He's very stupid. And like that's not logical. Like he's kind of a Spock figure, but like not cool. Which is a shame because you can have that. There's a pointless fight. Wonder Man and Vision have this well taken care of, though, particularly Vision.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, you're just a plastic shell of a man. Like,
yeah.
What? Fuck you. he just like takes it. I guess maybe that's just showing like how logical he is or whatever.
Well, I think so, yeah, because Spock wouldn't give a shit about, you cold-blooded Vulcan. That's kind of the thing. And so, the Starjammers are apparently fucking idiots because they don't realize they're flying a bomb over. And Wonder Man explains it.
Yeah, after a bit of a fight, where
Yeah.
Vision and Wonder Man pretty much kick their asses.
Yeah. And then they make friends, but I kind of like where this ends also, just like they're stranded in a nuclear bomb in space, inches from like a Stargate that would get them anywhere. Like they're just stranded. And I like how space is depicted like in a typical sort of Kirby-esque or even Steve Ditko-esque manner. It's pretty cool as a closing image. And as a basic concept, will our heroes survive? That's all right.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. And I like the like versus Quasar. I like the rendition of space by the artist.
Yeah.
Like sort of more like Milky Ways and sort of smatterings of stars, like in pure pitch blackness, and just a nicer portrait to look at. When you're looking at like the black of space. Nicer job done there.
Yeah. So I think Jeff Johnson has, obviously he's pretty young in his career at this point. Like that's got to be the case, and he's definitely influenced by he's got a bunch of bad influences. But I don't know. I think he really likes Kirby. I think like the bomb itself is designed in a sort of Kirby-esque fashion. Or a version of Kirby for 1992. I don't know. Either way, they're stranded, and then that's the cliffhanger. That's where we're left.
Yeah, and I just didn't. I don't know. And you liked this. I just didn't take anything away from it, really. Like,
I think I like it for Gerard Jones is sort of a Peter David kind of guy. He's your poor man's Peter David, and so as such, he's gonna bring in a lot of soap opera shit, and I kind of like the soap opera of Wonder Man and Vision and Wanda. That for whatever reason that triangle does interest me, just because it's about exactly what I said. Like she falls in love with the mechanized version of Wonder Man, and you're like, why? Like what the fuck is wrong with her? And like, how does Wonder Man deal with the jealousy of that? And Vision doesn't care at all through any of it. Just wants to be human so he could be in love with Wanda, and so on and so forth. So I think I just like all those. I think I like conversations surrounding that.
That's pretty fair.
Yeah. But I can see anyone who didn't share my perverse interest in that subject going like, what the fuck? Why am I reading about this? Which is a fair reaction to any of Operation Galactic Storm. But did you think were you surprised about the bomb?
Yeah. I think more because of how simplistic the whole thing is sort of becoming at the midpoint.
Yes. it's really turning into and this is basically the story now. Like the rest of this is just like everybody's.
So are the quantum bands in that ship? I don't know if that was established.
Yeah, it's something like they're broken open and they're used to something. So they're basically like, yeah, they're the atom that's being split in order to make this thing explode.
And like, where the fuck is Corsair?
Well, he said he wasn't going to do it. He was like, because he knew it was a bomb, or something.
Well, like why'd half the team break away to do it then?
I don't think I'm not sure. I agree. Or maybe he just didn't want to go like through the stargates around Earth because he heard that Earth was getting all fucked up. Either way, he's a conscientious objector, father of Cyclops. I expect no less. I was gonna say
he's the brains of the operation, isn't he? But
yeah. So yeah, basically the rest of the story is just going to be everybody scrambling to stop the bomb, or at least once they learn about it. I don't know. Actually, I don't know what Cap's team on Kree is going to be up to, because I guess they're on they're ambassadors over. I guess we'll find out next time that we talk about Operation Galactic Storm. We get to go back to the Captain America and his away team. Actually, that's handled pretty well, because then it'll be Avengers, then Iron Man, and yeah, that'll be all right. But anyway, until then, though.
Yeah, until then.
Now, all we need is a little energon and a lot of luck.